Good day, Attorney Montemayor. I am James Markley, and here's my partner Joseph Subi de la Cruz. And we are Group 1, and we will present to you the case of Gasataya and Mabasa. Buenaventura Mabasa, the respondent's father, was granted a homestead patent on lots 279, 272, and 972 located in Lala, Lanao del Norte. He mortgaged these lots to ensure a loan from Development Bank of the Philippines, but he failed to pay the loan. As a result, the bank foreclosed and sold the lots at a public auction. However, when Buenaventura Mabasa died, his siblings authorized the respondent to negotiate with DBP for the repurchase of the lots, and she was able to acquire the properties through a deed of conditional sale of 25,875 pesos. Eventually, she entered into another agreement with Sabas Gasataya for him to take possession of the lots for 20 years and develop it into a fish pond. Sabas Gasataya paid Edita Mabasa 10,000 pesos in addition for the 25,000 pesos he had paid to DBP on her behalf. As Sabas Gasataya settled the respondent's obligation to DBP, they entered into another agreement, the deed of sale of fish pond lands with right to repurchase. After 8 years of the execution of the deed, Sabas Gasataya stopped paying DBP, and it resulted in revocation of the respondent's right to repurchase the subject lots. DBP later on held a public auction whereas the petitioner participated and bid the highest price, and with this he acquired the titles of the lots that are shown on the slide. The respondent filed a complaint in RTC for reconveyance of titles of lands with damages against the Gasatayas. She claimed to the DBP that 1. Revoke her right to repurchase the lots under the deed of conditional sale, and 2. Subject the properties to another public auction where the petitioner could bid. The Gasatayas denied the allegations because of the reason that the deed of conditional sale was rendered ineffective by DBP's refusal to accept payments thereon. So these are the following judgments rendered in favor of the respondent and against the Gasatayas. You may pause the video here. May I call on to Joseph Subi de la Cruz to present the remaining slides.
Thank you, James. The trial court ruled in favor of the respondent, finding that the Gasatayas defrauded her so that the petitioner can acquire the lots at public auction. The Gasatayas appealed to the CA, which they failed to produce evidence that will support their defense. The Gasatayas committed a breach of trust amounting to fraud which would warrant an action for reconveyance. Although the respondent is not the legal owner of the disputed lots, she has a better right than the petitioner of the following grounds. First, the deed of conditional sale executed by DBP vested on her the right to repurchase the lots. Second, her right to repurchase would have subsisted if the Gasatayas did not defrauded her. The findings of the trial court are the following. First, the Gasatayas deceived the respondent in order to acquire the disputed lots. Second, the petitioner Jesse Gasataya cannot credit the deed of conditional sale so he can keep his title to the lot. Also, DBP revoked respondent's right to repurchase the lot under said deed because of the deceitful maneuverings they employed. Third, the incidental fraud overthrows the presumption that the public bidding was attended with regularity. It did not vest the petitioner with any valid title to the properties. Moreover, the registration of the properties in the petitioner's name that fraud preceded and facilitated with registration. Fourth, fraud is a ground for reconveyance. Fifth, the petitioner was not an innocent purchaser for value. And lastly, number 6, Buenaventura Mabasa originally acquired the subject lots through homestead grant. As stated in the Commonwealth Act 141 or the Public Land Act, it aims to confine and preserve to the homesteader and his kin to the homestead lots. Homesteaders and their kin should be given every opportunity to repurchase their homestead. And that ends our presentation. Thank you for listening.